the waves, we do not receive anything. We slowed down a little so everybody can really pick the information. So there is nobody who complains that we did not pick the work, we did not write. Now, as you go through that, picture composition, everybody is reading through, and we see how best can we still go back to the basics. We did this, I think, 6 weeks back. 5 months, because it was among the first pieces we did. So I don't want anybody again to say, for those who joined later on, please pick from where we stopped, and I'm going to do some repeat somewhere. But those who attended the lesson, then we just add on only that this is a different picture. So there we go. We say, if you must be given a picture, I'm going to introduce a question. This is how the examiner says. Below is a set of pictures. Study them carefully. Maybe they could be these ones. But Teacher Bob will give you another piece which is nearer. This is mine for an explanation that I'm going to make. So he says, below is a set of pictures. Read or study them carefully and write one sentence to show what is happening. Now, each of those words, the other time we were looking at, we used to look at every line when we were doing an announcement. We looked at every line, and we saw how important each word was. Now, even here they are saying, use the picture to write only one sentence about each of them. Usually they are 6. In 2015, people were surprised. They brought one in UNEB. They brought one picture, like this one here, only this one. Maybe I turn this side so you can see it very clear. They brought only this, one picture. Now, for us, we have 6. They may bring this one only, from here up to here. Actually, let me say, picture number 3. Somebody may choose to bring picture number 5. So they brought one in 2015. People fidgeted because they did not pay attention when the teachers were teaching. So they started now quaking. Now, how do I go about this? Usually these pictures are 6, they are 5, and so on. No, somebody may extract only one and asks questions about each activity that is there or each character. Now, we are doing this one which has 6 pictures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each of them is a different activity, but the same characters sometimes, or other new characters come in. The characters are the people who are performing the activities. The people who are performing the activities. Those are the ones that are calling the characters. Who is doing what and where? So for this lesson, Teacher Wallace is the main character. Now, after this, what do we say? After this, what do we say? Study the pictures carefully and write only one sentence to show what is happening. Write one sentence to show what is happening in each. So you are going to have 6 sentences there. Now, I want to take you to the guidelines. Before you do this, you must have studied the guidelines very well. So that is what we are going to go through. And then don't draw the pictures. You can take a photo. Your art is not very good. So let's look at the steps and the first one. What does it say? The first one says, read the question or instruction given for the task. Some of you sometimes do not read the questions. You do not read the questions. You assume, I think this is what the teacher has been teaching, so I answer. And Teacher Bob, you are going to allow me to tell these people something about reading questions. Now, if you have finished with the television, those who have come in late, you know, they will say, teacher, I did not get the corrections, but let me write up there, up here maybe for some reasons. In the year before you were born, a question was asked. Some of you, actually all of you are not born. That was in 1997. 1997, the candidates were asked a question in PLE. And some did not read the question. Very simple, let me show you. So this is what they said. Write. Simple. Write down. It was in social studies. Teacher Cyrus's subject, which he teaches you here. Write down the colors. Some of you have started guessing. The colors, not of Teacher Wallace's coat, the colors of what? Guess at home. Write down the colors of the Uganda flag. Actually, the sentence was, okay, let me write. It was running up the other end, the Uganda flag. But this part, just because I put this chart here, that part here, this one, was at this end. And then the next line here, had, write down the colors of the Uganda flag in their order. Let me make what I wanted. In their order. This is exactly what happened. And because people don't want to read the questions, they say, for me, when they talk about this, I just read a question halfway and I answer. I'm a very bright child. P7 candidate, I've studied for 7 years plus. 8, 9. Now, write down the colors of the Uganda flag in their order. And the next piece here said, from bottom to top. Let me tell you, for me who was there, for you, you are not being born. So people did not read the remaining part of the question. And this is what I want, that's where we've started from, that read the question and understand it. Write down the colors of the Uganda flag in their order. But he added something. And the examiners are very tricky. They said, if we put it here, they will see it very easily. But let's see those who are careless. So where did they put it? Break the sentence and they put the remaining part, which is very sensitive, at the bottom. And they said, from bottom to top. Woo. People read, write down the colors of the Uganda flag in their order. Mama. How could they bring this one? How? They have been telling me Aspiro is very hard. Let me start right away. They did not even continue. Black, yellow, red. Piero easy. Then this is what happened. Black, yellow, red. Then when they got out of the examination, one child told the friend, how was social studies? Said, it was very easy. And one said, there was a number which was very tricky. Did you see it? Of the Uganda flag. What are you talking about? They just wanted the colors in their order. Said, no. But they said from bottom to top. You did not read. It was write down the colors of the Uganda flag. And I wrote black, yellow, red. Said, no. So they walked to the teacher. Let's go to the teacher. Let's go. I'm the winner. They went. Reaching the teacher. Teacher asked, for you, what did you write? I wrote right away, black, yellow, red. What about you? Me, I wrote red, yellow, black. The other one laughed and said, you see, you have failed. You did not understand the question. Teacher pulled out the paper because they had finished writing. So he pulled out the paper and said, now read. Samona, the one who was arguing, let me take the name Samona, said, Samona, read. So she started. Write down the colors of the Uganda national flag in their order. You see? Said, wait. Read and finish the question. Write down the colors of the Uganda national flag in their order from bottom to top. I did not see that one. She started putting the mouth in the nose. Now, you had 2 hours and 15 minutes. You did not read. Then you say, let me put my mouth in the nose and walk away. Before you say, Piero, have you answered? Did you read? The question is. So, read. The question is, or instruction is given for the task. That is where the examiners will play you a trick. They want to see who is not attentive. It will give you the tense in which you are going to answer. So if you have not been reading and you say, even if you did a question which is similar yesterday, this time read every time the question comes. Take it as a new question. Clear. Now, don't be like that child who had problems. The second one, refer to the vocabulary. Usually, the examiner will put words. Usually, the examiner will put words before that picture. Could be before or after. Like this one here. He will put words like man. Maybe he will put words like radio. He will put words like shop. Very many. And the instruction says, use those words, read through that vocabulary and see how they match or how they work. So go through the other vocabulary list. Let's see it now. So step 2. What do we say? Step 2, we say, refer to the vocabulary. I told you that vocabulary simply means word. A word or words. So refer to the vocabulary or word list if it has been given. But again, don't come out of the examination room and say, I did not do picture composition. Why? They did not give us words. The examiner has an allowance of giving you the picture without any word. Look at them and create the words. So don't start swinging around and say, there are no words, so I can't use anything. Study the picture, get the vocabulary out of that, topics you have been doing here. Now we are on electronic media. Which words? Radio, music, tuning, maybe compact disc, this, paying. The third one, scan the picture, one after the other. To scan is to take a quick look, go through the picture, study it, study the picture, and ensure that you see every aspect of it and features around it. Sometimes you will see. There is one time when they brought it, I think it was still some years before you were born, and somewhere they put, in the evening somewhere, I think it was this, and they put this in one of the corners of the picture, like this. Now, some children did not see because this man was going somewhere, and they had put the sun up here. Do you know what happened? They asked them, at what time of the day did this man visit his friend? And they said, the time was not given. But when you look at the features, for example, if they show the moon, then it is evening time. Too much sunshine, daytime. Early morning, before the sun is very hot, it was in the morning. So scan the pictures and see the weather aspects, physical features, hills, and so on. Then symbols. Then the next one. Today I want us to go through the basics, only the basics for this picture. Then next time we shall do our activity. What does the next one say? Number 4. 4 says, go through the guiding questions. Usually their question is after 6 pictures, then they put questions. What was Teacher Wallace wearing during the lesson? Oh, so in this picture, the man is Teacher Wallace. Okay, so you have got the vocabulary from there. Now, somebody who started without reading the question is just says, a man is teaching. When they have said Teacher Wallace, or a woman, because my hands may look as if I'm wearing a dress, a woman is talking. Why don't you go through the questions? So you can, my gown, sometimes some of you, especially those who are in particular places where people don't wear these gowns, they will say, must be a woman. This is not a Gomez. Now, or a dress. You read the question and see which vocabulary am I going to employ from the questions which have been given down. Then, the last one. We are saying in the last one, attach the vocabulary to the pictures. I want you to see this. Now, I want you to see this. If the words have been given to me like this, then I come here. These are 6 pictures. So I say, oh, man. Where does the word man work best? Oh, the man is here. So this one will be here, man. Which other word can work here? Radio. Is there radio? Yes, even the word radio is here. So I also put it there. Then shop. Yes, still the word shop can work here. What about the word pay? If there was a word pay, where does it go? Here? No. This guy is not paying here. He's paying here. So the word pay comes here. Here. Okay? The word pay comes here. Then maybe carrying a radio or holding a radio here, still the vocabulary will match. Then here, if there was a word walking in my list, walking. Some good examiners will give you these words. Actually, they will not even give you walking, they will say walk. Such that you remember the tense. Do we say a man is walk or walking? So you will change to fit if you are taught very well and you paid attention. So what do we say here? Pay will come here. Then walking, walk will come here. Then road, okay, maybe village path or whatever. Then drinking, the word drinking will come here. So this is what I'm saying. But can you put the words where they go? Each word, take it where it lies. Drinking. Music, if there was music. These symbols show that there was some nice music playing. And these ladies, the lady and the gentleman were enjoying. Somebody holds a gourd. Those traditional utensils for drinking. Or bottles. Then here, running. If there was a word running there, it would come here in this picture. So I put here running, sleeping, maybe stealing. They would come on this side. Then this side, staggering. The guy is just in good life, going. Says, I've had a good time today. With the radio, he's going from home. Let me go and buy for your radio, people. These teachers have been teaching and we have been missing. I'm going to buy a radio today. He went and bought. Guess what happened? So he bought and he was on his way. Good time. My people are going to watch, to view what? To listen to radios. I wish it was a TV. People are going to watch Teacher Wallace teaching. Then the next one, so all those words will come here. Staggering. Call it tottering. Sometimes that is good English also. Tottering or staggering is a better word. When you are walking and the legs are not reaching the ground, they are in the space. You can't get there because of some influence on your head. Then, after we've done that, I said this is taking the vocabulary where it belongs. Now, if you don't understand anything today, learn this. Teacher Wallace said you must read the question, all the instruction, carefully, and it will give you the tense. If they say, what is happening? Oh, so it is happening now. But the examiner may say, what was happening? It was in the past. If you did not read the instruction and you simply remember the tricks, you can easily use a different tense, 0. Second, we said attach the vocabulary. I've skipped the others because they are very ordinary. Attach the vocabulary. Put the word list they gave you. Pick one and put at the side. Don't write in the picture. Somebody candidates come and they write here. And you interfere with the examiner's picture. Put at the side here in a pencil where possible. You can even rub after you have written the answers, the sentences. So put each word where it belongs. Don't mind if the words are 12 and you have used 6. But better use all of them. But there could be some which you don't need. There are even some where you may change and use your own word. But the best way, use those words. Because the examiner says you may use, you may, not you must, you may. But if you have nice English and you can go over the number, you can play with your nice English and you wave, you dodge those words. But best, what did Teacher Wallace say? Best use these words. 6, go back and interpret the first picture. Then write one sentence or a sentence. You now go back to each picture after you have done that. You have gone through the questions which are below. What is the man doing? Where did the man go to drink? All those questions, you have gone through them. Oh, so this man is drunk. Then I will be easy. It will be very easy for me to attend to this question. 7, identify the subject. Or, we are saying, or article that will start your sentence. Am I going to start with Last time we said we can say, first time, before you talk about something, don't say the man. That is a sin in grammar. In grammar, we don't introduce characters like that. We say, first time, a man. Which man? I do not know him. Hey. So you don't say the man. When you use this one, this is a definite article. We mean that you've talked about that man before. A man is teaching on BBS Telefina. Don't say Teacher Wallace if they give you money. A man is teaching on BBS Telefina. Then the second one you can say, hey, the man is writing some of the words. The man. Which man? The one we talked about here. But some of you at home, you say, Mommy, the man is at the gate. That is not okay. Which man? Have we talked about that man? Have we seen him before? Mommy, there is a man at the gate. Oh, then, Mommy, the man has opened the small gate. The man, the one I talked about first. But before you just start, the man is opening the small gate. Which man? Who knows him? So we use this to introduce. If there are many, then we don't. I know some of you will say, Teacher, what I told us we must begin with they could be many. Instead of saying a man, because there are 5, we say maybe 5 men. Okay? Or 3 men, or 2 men. Okay? 2 men are standing outside our gate. Hey, Mommy, the men have squatted. I've seen them. They are there squatting. The men, we talked about them. But if you come and you say, Mommy, the men are standing at our gate. Which men? We don't know about them. So start well. So the examiner there will cross. But if you say, a man, which man? We don't know. A man is teaching. Hey, the man is now explaining about articles. These are the ones we call articles. There are 3 major ones. We say then we have the and an. For words which begin with a vowel sound. Now elections are going on. People are looking for votes and so on. And what do we say? An honorable. If he has been. So we can't say honorable. Teacher Wallace told us we begin with depending on the situation. An honorable. Remember this sound here is quiet, silent. We begin from here. Some of you will say, honor, this is our honorable. An honorable member of parliament. Honorable. The honorable has come. So there, we shall use either this one or this to start, or the people with numbers now. I know you have picked that one at least. So be careful at this. Sometimes we get excited. Like here, somebody will come. The man is maybe bargaining. The man is bargaining. That examiner is going to cross. Reason is, we've not talked about this man. So you say a man or an old man. At least that one. These 3. Take a note. The next one, we say the tense. Tense, that is number 8. Number 8, what does it say? Number 8 says, I send greetings to all those children who learn and run to the kitchen and then come back when I've rubbed and they send me messages. Teacher Wallace, you rubbed before I copied. When you went to take a cup of tea or water in my lesson, I send greetings to the whole clan. You will miss the work. So just sit as if it's a dog watching or a dog mourning a cow. Sit with all the eyes focused on one thing. Tense. Present continuous tense. Now, present, the other time I explained to you that television, tele means fa. Vision, seeing or sight. So television, seeing things that are far from you. I didn't maybe also tell you the same thing with the telephone. Tele, far or distant. Phoning, calling. So telephoning is calling somebody who is, for sometimes like these ones who say, hello, send me those popcorns, and they are seated together. But tele simply means distant offer. Then phoning is calling. So telephone, calling somebody maybe who is in a distance. So for this, we say present continuous. Present, now. Or at this time. Continuous, going on. I like that we break those words such that you understand them better. Present continuous. Is it taking place? Yes. Teacher Wallace is teaching. Present now. And is continuing. So that's what we call present continuous. So in our pictures, we use that tense. Basically, we assume that the pictures or the events in those pictures are happening now. Those who have copied, they have copied the work. Teacher Bob has been kind for you, with you this time. Now, present perfect. The first one we said present continuous. Teacher Wallace is teaching. Teacher Wallace, let me write that. Teacher Wallace. I like my name the way you write it, not the way you write yours. And you write as if they have forced you. Teacher Wallace is teaching. Teacher Wallace is teaching. I put a stop or a nice full stop. Now, here, when you turn here, you will see what I'm talking about. With this, Teacher Wallace is teaching. This teaching is happening at this time. So is teaching present, that is present continuous tense. Has he stopped? No. Now I've talked about present perfect. Present perfect, present perfect. Not pages. Sometimes this will mean pages, full form. P alone, page. So this will be page. Then this one, pages. But this one is representing, for this particular time, present perfect. Now, this tense will use the following. Has or have. These ones. And we use it to talk about something that has just ended. Or something that takes place and is not moving on. But shortly after it has happened, it has just ended, we use this. There are some things I told you here one time that when an accident happens, you can't say, hey, the man is falling. It is only in fiction where you see people falling, turning, falling, turning, turning. But in this actual sense, somebody will fall. So we say, the man has fallen. We don't say, the vehicle is knocking. The vehicle will come, it has knocked. So we say, a vehicle has knocked somebody. Don't say, the vehicle is knocking somebody. It can't be there. Knock you. It will knock him once. And you rotate and fall the other side. Somersault. So we use this for those actions which happen and end. They don't continue. Then the next one is the articles. We said vary the articles basing on the frequency of the characters. I've already mentioned that. So why do we use the present perfect? I've explained, to talk about things which have happened and ended. The last one, I know next time when we come we shall smash now. Be very careful with the choice of words, especially the lesson vocabulary. Prepositions and naming. They can't give you here man and you say a boy. In 2004 they brought a picture, similar picture. 2014. And some people who did not read the way I've said, they did not go through all the picture. They did not study it. They said a man is digging. Or a boy. They said actually a boy is digging. Going down here, the question is saying, what is the man doing? Why don't you borrow information from the questionnaires? Then lastly, below is a picture story, study each picture and write one sentence to tell what is happening. I want us to come to that as the end. Just see those words, they have arranged them, there is vocabulary there. See the picture. This one I used it for showing you, but you had yours there. And that is where we shall start from when I come. But Teacher Bob has taken time to show you what is in the picture. So when we come to that, we shall have gone through it. Yeah, it ends there just. It ends there. And so thank you for listening to me. Study that picture if you have seen it. When I come, we start. Look at the vocabulary. Use your dictionary to look up those words each. Electronic shop, drinking, paying, holding man, bargaining, attendant. Pick any two. Thank you for listening to me. We start from there next time. May the good Lord keep you very safe during this bad time. Thank you. Sabasajja Kabaka awangaye.
Somera Muddiiro lyo ng'ewagiddwa Maryland High School erisangibwa Entebbe. Ssomero ly'abawala n'abalenzi tusomesa arts and sciences okuviira ddala ku siniya esooka okutuukira ddala ku siniya ey'omukaaga nga lisangibwa mu kifo ekiweweevu obulungi. Tulina